Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to Kerrash Landing, a rather unorthodox, slightly off-schedule and completely crazy Saturday night one. Yes, Saturday is the new Friday. Thank you to everyone who's there already. I'd love to see you all. Got Sureth, Fiery Toad, Aramis, Bubble, Moonprayer, Commander Hatch, Draw Dog, Faye Gwent, Icefire, Jack Hammerslam, Jimbo, Loans, UK, Murloc, Montuxio, Scepter, Speckham, Stephen Usher, Twithy, Vinath, Wolgard, and Zaranil. Greetings to you all. Thank you for taking your Saturday night out for indulging in my crazy. I'm already on my second one of these, and I'm going to need it because I'm about to do something really, really silly. We see this button here, clear save. Let's go and click this. Are you sure I want to delete? Save cleared. There we go. So, why are we doing this? Why am I so crazy? A little bit too quiet. Let me turn that up a little bit. Let me adjust that. Low volume. There we go. Let me try that. Right. Why am I doing crazy? Why am I in the little boxy window for a start? Well, as you can see, we're redecorating. I've lost the streaming room. So until that gets 100% sorted, I'm kind of stuck at the moment, and I've not had a chance to sort out the green screen, hence why things have been difficult. Just another thing to add on top of everything. But, yes, Sureth, I think I just gave Sureth a heart attack. Yes, Icefire, yes, busted. It is my spare account. I've lost the laundry. Yeah, laundry's gone. We've got a slightly better backdrop. But yes, this is my one of my alt accounts, and it's the reason for this is because one of my fellow ambassadors, I should say, Shadragon on the forum here, posted up this challenge, and I thought this sounded just too much of a laugh to not try, so I'm going to give it a go. To start, greetings, Commander. Yes, so he put up this nice little challenge: reset an account. And rather gutted. He put everyone's names up on here, except it just didn't put my name on there. But I'm the first person to take this up, I think. 1 hour challenge to reset an account, go back to the starting Sidewinder, and just see what total assets you can get in an hour. So I thought, sod it, let's do it. Why not? Deadline of 1st of December, so everyone else can play along if you've got. I wouldn't recommend doing this on your main account. But yeah, rather kind of him. He's put up a couple of paint packs and things like that. He's offered as a prize to whoever gets to number 1, just to give it a go. So sod it. I thought I'd give it a go. So first thing I'm going to throw up to the chat whilst we're getting warmed up. What can my new commander name be? I'm tempted to put in one from my little boy. He rather likes Little Rocket, but we'll leave. You can throw some suggestions in the chat whilst we're getting warmed up. But yeah, it was a rather crazy idea that he put up on there, and I thought, well, I'm not doing it on my main account. It takes a while to achieve that. What's that? Full of fuel? Yeah, that's a good one. Loads of money. Credits don't matter. Yeah, that's a nice one. That is kind of the contentious issue of this one, isn't it? That's kind of touching on the thing, isn't it? Now, obviously, Shadragon set forward that goal to get as many credits as possible, but I think the important thing is to remember that they're just a means to the end, really, aren't they? Commander Wedgie, Commander mostly Crash. I like that one. Commander, I like beige. I do like beige, but those new planets look sexy, don't they? Oh. Yes, feel free to bring up any things that I can neither confirm nor deny coming in Elite Dangerous Beyond. Spare room streamer, yes. Laundry room crash. Greetings, Chris Chandler. I think I like that. Let's put mostly crash. Let's do that one. I like that. Let's pick the Horizon Sidewinder. Now I've got to clear this up with Shadragon, but he says on there, where is it? Lapse time. Contest time starts when hitting the launch button. I'm guessing that the intention is launch your Sidewinder. It gets tricky because it's like, do you mean clicking go at the start? I don't know. I'm not too worried about the little things, but we'll figure it out as we go along. First attempt, like I said. I don't think anyone else has tried this yet. Acellus Primus. Oh, it's like the alpha all over again. Commander Tumble Dry. Yes, that would be a good one. I get the what's it? Commander on the side. I like that one. Max Ursa. Good evening, sir. Commander Speculation. Yes. Launch the program. In which case, I'm screwed then because I've already launched it a few minutes ago. But we'll kind of play it on a whim. I'm not really doing it for the contest. I don't want to get first place. Even if I did get first place, I'd probably end up giving the skins to someone else anyway. But there we go. I'm going to probably do this a couple of times. But this is my first attempt. Commander placeholder. Yes. I'm going to end up using all of that. I tell you what I'll do. I'll record all of these names on each attempt. I'm going to just create a commander for an hour just to do each one of these names. I like it. Right. Should we go? Should we do it from the OK on this button, I think, shall we? So we'll set it. We'll say that it's 5, 2, 8. Now. Right. Ship name. There. First name that pops into my head. I don't know why. Come on. Right. Start. Open play. Why not? Because if we get stream swiped, it'd just be hilarious. Right. Quick. Let's see what we can do. Now, obviously, what I was thinking, I was trying to think about this in the week, saying what sort of strategy we would do this. I'm thinking, like, the obvious thing to do is try and get some good paying skimmer missions or something like that. LP98, that's a good place to go. Erenin, nice and easy. Styx is going to be easy to get to. Erenin, let's stack a couple of missions up. Why don't we... I haven't got the requirements there yet. We want to try and get some of those boom data. Let's chuck that in there. We need to get a little bit of cash up to get some upgrades to the ship first. So let's just throw a bunch of these in. This is like speed docking redo, isn't it? Morgor! I've not been back to there in a while. Massacre ships, I don't think I'm going to be able to manage that yet with a basic sidey, but hey, sod it, right? Don't need to do any of that. The usual business. Oh no, I forgot about this. And landing gear test. Weapons deploy. Target. Roll left, roll right. There we go. Go. Mission, right. Travel to Zahan and speak to them. Oh yes, of course, the introduction mission. That is a nice thing which has been added for the new player starting off, actually. I'll leave that on the screen for a second whilst people have a chance to read that. But yeah, a nice little introductory mission. You get 10,000 credits if you follow along to Dahan, so that's probably worth doing that. We want to get to somewhere where we can get some like skimmer missions, some of the reasonably high-paying ones. Come on. Get into Super Cruise. I might not need to get to Super Cruise. It might be within hyperspace range, but let's get there. Right. What have we got? LP98. We should be able to get to most of these in one shot. Poor little Sidey, bless it, is not got the world's best jump range. Maslop now. Yeah, it's outside of range anyway. Come on. Come on, we just gotta get it going. Commander Crash Bandicoot. I like that one. Commander intentionally left blank. Commander Incontinentia Buttocks. Commander Select Star Drop Table. Oh, Bobby Drop Tables, yes. Come on, where is that? I'm not seeing that. There it is. LP98. I have not been back there in probably about 2 or 3 years, I think. Commander 3.0. Commander nearly landed. I like that. MJ Cooper, nice to be back in a Sidewinder. I never left the Sidewinder. I have got a, on my main account, I've got a little Sidewinder called Twinkie, which is probably my most engineered ship, and it can just do everything. It's fabulous. I love my Sidewinder. Come on, Tuxie there, Commander Hairy Space Legs. That's rather appropriate. We can get there. What's that? That's like... 3 minutes getting to orbit. Damn it. We've got the game time to go by anyway. I think it was roughly 5-2. We'll give it a go. Commander walk away. You realised if I did do that, Max, so how many people were saying, does Kerrash know something about space legs? OMG! I must admit, I'm absolutely just, I've had enough of hearing about space legs now. I mean, I love first-person shooters. I mean, you know, some of you guys who watch me from the start, you know, I've done a couple of streams on Quake 3 and things like that. I love first-person shooters. I used to play them a heck of a lot between Frontier and when Elite Dangerous came out. But the more I think about space legs and all the things that people keep going on about having in there, the more I realise it just takes away from the core of the game. And it just... I can't think of anything useful that you could do, like right now, in this situation now where I'm flying around in Super Cruise. The second someone interdicted you, the G-forces inside your ship would turn you into pink mush if you weren't in your seat. So, it just... it doesn't gel with me. I think Frontier are taking the bold approach, and I think it's the right thing to do, and they're looking at it and saying, instead of trying to make this thing that everyone's screaming for, trying to make everything so it's like what games that everyone's expecting, is, you know, oh, we've got to have FPS because everyone else is doing FPS and everyone's expecting FPS. Let's just make it a damn good space game. Let's just, you know, fix all the things on the core of the game. Let's get everything working up to scratch first. And I think that's a bold approach to do. It's a risky approach, obviously, because everyone's expectations were set there. Everyone's thinking they're going to get something that they're not. But I think it's the right thing to do. Commander defense in there. Stephen actually went back to Port Zalda in 2.4 beta, flew around in a Society for nostalgia's sake. Zalda. I always used to call it Zalda. Oops. Karrakina, I remember one Viger kicked my ass in Great Arena. Yes, yes he did. I have rather lost the touch. I used to be a lot better at Quake. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just too old for the old shooting face business. That's why I'm not interested. But not saying I wouldn't like it. It would be fantastic. It would be a really immersive thing. I love the idea, the promise, the concept of the things like what Star Citizen are showing. You know, I think that would be absolutely fantastic if they pull it all off. But at the same time, I think the key thing that everyone forgets is you don't need it for it to be a good space game. It can still be a damn good space game without that, you know. And I know Frontier could do it. I mean, I know what their tech can do. I know what their team can do. But I think they're taking the right approach by looking at this and saying, like, you know, this is going to take a heck of a lot of effort to do. Is it really worth the... I think that's rather odd. It let me pick the trade mission, the starter mission up, even though it didn't send me there. Sentry Skimmer, there we go. Ibootis Sentry Skimmer 2. That's 100,000 credits. We'll have that. We want to try and stack up a bunch of those. That's in Ewelin, but we'll take it. If we miss it, we miss it. Assassinate a pirate. Don't feel like I'm going to get anywhere with that, but all these skimmer missions are in different locations, but we'll grab them anyway. Planetary scan jobs, donation missions. No, I'm not looking for that yet. Right, don't need any of that. Do we need outfitting? I don't think so. We got somewhere else to chuck things. Not sure whether it's going to be worth going out there. Now we've got the skimmer missions. That's about orbital. Why is it saying that? The courier job in system. Optional reward, no. Quick. Oh, it still wants me to go to Dahan. There we go. Oh, did I read the original one? That was a starter mission that spawned there. Whoops. Sorry, ignore me. Again, I've missed all these things because it's gone past it for me. Right, which one is closest? Ibootis. Ewelin. On here, that's not too bad to get to. Right, which one was that? Diesel Arsenal. Catch up the chat quick. Max Zero said more of a reference to any landing you can walk away from, but yes, I get it. Commander, walk away. Crash landing and walk away. I like it. Sorry, I get you there, Max Zero said. Stephen Usher, elite feat in space is silly unless you are just floating into a vault of extractors. Yeah, I like that. I mean, that was something that was shown in the concept art in book that we got, which was absolutely fantastic piece of art in that. But yeah, so showing that kind of like going around EVAing, getting out into a space wreck and pulling out rare materials and stuff like that. I like the idea of that. Things like that can work. But I think that the general idea of space legs, it's like there's just too many unknowns around at the moment. Surface A in there. I can see them bringing space legs in once wing missions and space exploration missions have become real solid and build for you to then go out and float in space, repairing, exploring. Yeah, I mean, those kind of ancillary things, like repairing your ship and everything like that. I like the idea of doing those kind of things. That would be fantastic. But yeah, it's very much that what you said there at the start there, getting the base of the game working first, getting multiplayer like wing missions. That is one of the hidden gems of ED Beyond that I am really looking forward to, actually. Azaban Orbital as well. Pop to Azaban Orbital and cash in this mission before we go on to Bootis. It was Bootis, wasn't it? Bootis, yeah. Yeah, just the being able to do wing missions and co-op. Thanks, Sandro. That's something I wanted to do from the very beginning. Is I love the co-op side of the game, but I think it is it's woefully underserved at the moment. You know, it's the only things you can really do in co-op are kind of like ad hoc things on a fly. I'm just going to meet up with my friends and do this, and kind of you have to arrange it yourself. There's nothing really in the game kind of laying out a platform for that, and that's what I want to see more of. I hope that makes it in. Max said, what if Frontier just made it that you couldn't get out of your chair while the SSD is active for safety reasons, therefore you only walk in normal space? Again, possible, but even the forces in normal space, if you imagine you're in a sidey and a Type 9 boosts and rams your sidey and you're suddenly accelerated to 250, 300 meters per second, you would still be pink goo. So it's kind of difficult to imagine scenarios other than your ship being completely shut down and stationary where elite feat would work. And not to mention, I mean, things as well, like you're on a high G world and your ship is on a couple of degrees slope, and then how do you wouldn't be able to walk around inside your ship because you just smash into the walls. It's difficult. Zarnil looks at the success of Space Legs in Eve and X Rebirth. Yeah, again, a lot of promise, a lot of cool looking stuff from both of those games, and it didn't work, did it? It didn't work. I do remember having a quick look at both of those, thinking, just a bit disappointed. MG Cooper, let's get atmospheric landings, more stuff to see and do before we start worrying about getting our trousers dirty. See, that's a very good point. I like the idea of having more worlds, more interesting environments and things to explore first. You can do that without race. That's the important thing. Red Cyrus, hey up! Greetings, Commander. Whoa! I got someone jumping in. Cheadle's there, harmless. I think he was going to try and take me out, but I managed to get to the station before he could. Oh, I love her. For a little ship, she's damn maneuverable, isn't she? Right, quick. I will get back to the chat. Sorry, I know I'm lagging behind, but like I said, this is a little bit different. Mission board. Quickly. Data. Come on. Transaction server gods, please, Stav, be kind to me. Right, outbreak, courier jobs, cash them all in, go. Right, no skimmer missions, sadly. Nope, okay, boom, gas and go. Right, let's get ourselves over to, was it Bootis, wasn't it? There we go. Cool, gas and go. Where did we get to? Max Ursa. It's like with the Imperial capital ship, its rotating ring is only usable when not in motion. Yeah, that is a good point. yeah, I'm not discounting what you said, but I think it gets tricky. It's very, very difficult to think of all of the situations. That's what I'm saying. Adamantium, good to talk to you, EXO. Yeah, it's great to see you back in the woods. It was good to talk to you. The only problem with the expo, there wasn't long enough to talk to. I literally had like 5 minutes with each person. I was kind of just bumping into everyone. I was like, oh, that's Scott Manley, must say hi. You know, just jumping into everyone. It was crazy, but it was lovely to see everyone. Any way to fix a stuck open cargo hatch? Reboot repair, maybe? A couple of things. You just try turning it on and off in the panel, make sure that it's powered up, it's not deprioritized. Stephen was just saying, I think they're getting trousers dirty. Thargoids, yeah, absolutely. Game sound is a bit loud. Let me just try and adjust that for you. I was trying to get the sound working again properly, because obviously there's different acoustics in this room, unfortunately, so... Evelyn. Anything to hand in here? What's that one? And then bottom... Clean out the... Oh, damn it. See, there's 2 missions there. But they're 20,000 light seconds away. Oh, sod it. I'm going to abandon those ones. Right, we'll go to Evelyn system now. It's the only problem with that when you look at those. GD3. We can do that one. We have a Scarab. Good start. Montuxia, they're saying, I'm hoping to see this more stuff when we went over during the DDF, such as NPC wings. Yeah, let's see, like the what's it going to, was it tier 2 NPCs and that kind of stuff, seeing these more persistent NPCs, which are doing anyway. Max Ursa, yeah, I have no idea what on earth OBS is doing, but since I, like, reset up all the things on there, it just seems to do this bloody annoying thing where the audio just drops for a second, and I haven't been able to figure out the cause of it yet. Galaxy map. Aha! Here we go. So we have nice little tidbits and things that come in, little comms for things for people that have not tried it before. I have a mission available, so I'm going to go this one. Now you've departed the station, you should head to Dahan, so that's the follow-on from that start mission. I mean, 10,000 credits is not to be sniffed at. But as I can make 100,000 just by prattling around on this moon for a few minutes, hopefully. Fingers crossed! Max, I'm using OBS Studio, so the latest one. Oh, a loop of shame, it's going to cut into my time, damn it. Sorry, wing missions are going to be great, yes they are. You have a regular Elite Dangerous night with friends and it fit perfect. Yeah, absolutely, I love the idea of co-op. I want to do more, but it's you know, it's hard to get everyone together and do it. If you can kind of set up these purposeful missions with plans to do something, you know, like maybe drop in on a base and air raid it, and someone goes in with a buggy and that kind of stuff, that'd be great. It'd be really, really good. Surith, I've not been that close to an Earth-like in a while. Yeah, they still look fantastic, even though we can't land on them yet. They do look absolutely brilliant. Thomas, 180573. Why the hurry? Because I am taking part in this crazy challenge, the 1 hour challenge, set by Shadragon on the forum there. To hopefully, I've started an account again. The plan is to make as much money in an hour, and it's not going smoothly, but we're getting there. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat for everyone. Come on. Oh, I've come at this at a really bad angle. I'm going to need to dip in. We need a new material for engineers, gaffer tape. How can they operate without it? Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you one thing I would like to see the engineers. It's not entirely my idea. It's kind of, I've seen bits and pieces floating back and forth on the forum, but this idea of a materials broker was bandied around. And there were some ideas about how that might work, but I gave it some thought, and I was thinking, well, it would be nice to have something where you could take a whole bunch of materials that you don't want, like, and you just end up with 90 iron really, really quickly and easy. It would be nice if you could take each grade of material and say cash in 100 for one of the next grade up of something. You know what I mean? And you know, that could be a service which is available on different stations, different levels of you know, like reputation and all that kind of stuff. Damn, there is a ship there, so I'm gonna have to be careful. 1.16 G. I also better watch my altitude on there before I end my my first run with a pancake. Sorry if you're watching, Kate. Come on, come on. Oh, landing gear, landing gear. Hey, there we go. Right, let's get us some skimmers. Like 2 skimmers. MJ Cooper, do you think they'll do multiplayer missions as well as Wing? Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose you need to define what you mean by multiplayer, because Wing missions, that kind of is multiplayer, kind of co-op. The ultimate multiplayer mission, I suppose, is a community goal. That's kind of what it is. It's for the entire player base to play along to achieve a goal. So I suppose it depends on what you mean by multiplayer missions. And if you mean something like a more traditional sort of one versus the other thing, then I suppose it would be nice to see something where, almost like with the conflict zones, because the conflict zones kind of are these multiplayer environments where you can pick a side, you can jump in. It's, you know, one team versus the other effectively. You know, and if you are kind of like in open play, you could do something like that where you teams go against each other to fight off an invader or to help an invasion to take place and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, something like that would be fun, I suppose. I'd like to see more of that. An engineer swap shop. Yeah, so yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm not thinking like I definitely don't want it to be like a full-blown World of Warcraft auction house. Goodness no. Oh no. I think we can learn from that. Yeah, but yeah, definitely something where you can just go in and say, right, I got a whole bunch of focus crystals, you know, flawed focus crystals. I got like 90 of the damn things. Can I cash one in for like a couple of exquisite ones, please? God, just let me do that. Obviously, set them really, really low trade level values you can swap them in for, but that's definitely a possibility. I like the idea. Come on, we just want some skimmers. This is the trick with the skimmer missions. Actually, if you do take them, and they tell you to go to a here we go, high source. They tell you to go to a base somewhere, like this one is the Diesel Arsenal base. Obviously, if you go to that base and you pick up on those skimmers and attack them, you will most likely get a bounty, because those skimmers there are going to be clean. They're going to be part of the facility. They're not going to be the enemy ones that you're looking for. So what you need to do is search around whilst you're still within the relative location of the base. In this case, you can still see down the bottom left of my HUD, Diesel Arsenal is selected there. Well, not just selected, but I'm still within it, even though I'm 5.1 kilometers away from it. It's still technically within the jurisdiction. So yeah, so if I find some wanted skimmers in the jurisdiction of that, it still counts. And that kind of is, I mean, I like to think of it that, you know, these are skimmers which are not supposed to be there. They're kind of like some hostile ones, or they've been hacked or something by someone, so they're not supposed to be there. So you are doing the right thing. That's why they're wanted. That's my theory crafting in my head anyway. There we go. Yes, they are wanted, and we've got plenty. There we go. Was there another? There was one. Nice, nice, fantastic. Right. Do we have any stuff? Occupied escape pods. Right, call back the ship. There we go. Escapey pod. Thank you. What else have we got? Power generators. I can't remember. Resonating separators, I think would be. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Come on. Where's Bowser? Res separators. Res separators are worth 5,000. Nice. Grab, grab, grab. Come on, Bowser, where you got to? There you are. Come on. Posh claws. I'm missing that bit. Oh, sorry. There we come on, Bowser. Come on. Zaranel, probably not paying attention, but is Crash going the right way? I'm never going the right way. I'm always going every other way at the same time simultaneously. I'm like Quantum Crash. That would be a good commander name. Quantum Crash. I'm everywhere and nowhere all at once. And still completely... come on. Land, 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 land. Yes, thank you. Oh, I didn't. No. 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 FD, please move the dismiss button. Oh, I've done that so many times. Come back, you stupid ship. I blame the ship. I blame the ship. Multi-crew missions. Yeah, that would be a nice one. Absolutely. Again, it's like I don't think the game really needs a lot of changes in the respect of the mechanics of the systems. It's more of a kind of well, it's difficult. It's really ethereal. It's kind of difficult to think about what it really needs. But I think where I'm looking at it, it's like I think the game needs more things to kind of point out, like these little things you get in the top with the here you got was it? Can't read it. The Eliza Moore messages you get off here, like when you're starting off for the how you do the various mechanics of the game, stuff like that. I love those kind of things. I think what it needs is more just like little hints and stuff. These little missions you have at the start, more of those, more things that kind of encourage people to, right, I'm gonna really think about this time, right? Board, there we go. Oop. Have I not got any space? Oh man. Right, I put that in that. Right, I need to board and I don't need that. There we go. Damn, I've only got 2 cargo space, obviously, because I've got the 2 SFVs in it. Yeah, I think more things to kind of encourage players to try the various mechanics would be really, really nice features, definitely. Right, come on. Laverick. I'll be honest, I was convinced Crash would finish his challenge with the starting balance after accidentally spending an air customizing his Hollow Me. I was like, well, I did think about that, but then, yeah. Montaxi was just about to say, wouldn't it be funny if you flew away? Yes, I was half anticipating that I was going to do that. Rhaegar! Greetings, Commander. Yes, getting better on track. I've been demoted into the spare room. We're redecorating everything at the moment, so yes. A crash launch, absolutely, Stephen. Yes. Right, that was one GD319. Whereabouts is that? Have we got enough fuel? No, we can't reach that. Damn it. Where are we? We are there. Can we get to Styx? We can get to Styx. And we don't have... Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. What are we going there? Oh, I chucked away the good stuff because I did the wrong. There you go. It's a few thousand. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. It's off to a good start. Yes, Toad. Yes, I thought it would be. I was completely unprepared. I was trying to think of a tactic and a way to do it, and then I thought, sod it, I'm just going to do it. I'm always doing the dismiss things, aren't I? Even to this day, you know, it's same mode. Red Zar's death by stuck cargo hatch. Oh, crikey. Corroded away by Thargoid bits. Oh, see. Stealing all that Thargoid stuff. Naughty, naughty. Oh no! I hope you weren't too far away, you know, like exploring or something, Red Zars there. Oh, that was, oops. A few things. We can cash in. I get the feeling this is going to be a poor start. I should be very, very lucky if I get anywhere near what the final scores are going to be. Right, Boyle Terminal, 73 light seconds, not too bad. I do think now the missions, if I recall, tell you when you have like the distance to the point from the star. When you, I'm pretty sure they tell you that now. Maybe not in the transaction tab, but when you're accepting the missions, I'm pretty sure that shows up as a thing. And it's kind of a good thing to know when you're picking out the missions, so you don't end up with a what's it called, a Hutton orbital sort of situation. Degraded emissions, something that's going to be much use there. Might be a couple of rare things. Could be Snow Imp! Greetings, Commander! Lovely to see you, my dear. How you doing? Come on, come on, come on. I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to do another loop of shame. One new astronomical orbit. Oh, I forgot I had the... Can cash in a little bit of exploration data as well. Ching, ching, ching. Come on, come on, come on. Boom! There we go. Go, 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 go! A loop of correction. Yes, it is. 79 James, greetings, Commander. Gaming with Armas, greetings, sir. How the devil are you? I am doing the crazy. I am to be doing the clearing of the save. And it is to be done. What am I doing? I am sucking at this so far. I think I've got about 30 minutes of this left. I hope everyone's following along with time. I think I should get up to, in game time. It should be about 19:55, give or take. So I might just have to rush back to the things, cash in the missions I had, and just do it. Just go for it. Right, let's just microwave cooling power. Just a cell, boom, mission board. Clean out the Dahan Sentry Skimmer. I don't think we've got another one back there, have we? We've got another one in GD. I'm going to have to abandon that because I can't reach that yet. I don't think I'm going to get a quick enough, am I? LP98, Dahan Sentry Skimmer, 3... I'll accept it. I don't think I'm going to get it in there, but there we go. Ovid, and I'm going to get there. Combat Mentor. Again, here's, I want to grab these things to show people. We will come back to these. I'll clear the save again, and we'll do it. Ibootis, Sentry Skimmer. I'll grab it. If I can cash in 2 missions, that would be great. Yeah, but it's lovely to see those missions going up in there, because that's something which obviously people like. They give the game a lot of flack, saying it's like, you know, it doesn't hold your hand enough and stuff like that. Well, it's there if you go looking for it. You know, it's the information is there, so it's nice to see those combat missions spawning. Right, I've got the one. I need to take that back to collect your reward Freeport. To go there anyway. Can we get there without running out of fuel? Don't want to do a mad dog. We can say that later. It's back. It's fine. It's fine. Mind you, I'd say it to his face, to be honest. But there we go. The mission description in the mission board shows the distance to the system since 2.4. Yes, I thought it did. That's a nice touch, actually. So it does help. There's a lot of people getting there. Although, unfortunately, it does mean we're not going to have any unfortunate Hutton mug graduates anymore, you know, because people are not going to go to Hutton. Gaming with Armas, yes, it is, sir. It is a second game. I might be crazy. I'm not crazy, but for the mug. I'm that crazy. Another thing I would like to do, actually, this was something I know a couple of you guys in the chat, you did manage to make it to the Frontier Expo, but there was something really, really cool there, which unfortunately, even though I was there, I didn't get a chance to do because, like I said, I was crazy running around everywhere. But yeah, there was the Hutton guys were running a really cool quiz with some great questions in, and I've had a little bit of a preview of some of the questions. There's some really, really good ones actually. I want to try and do a kind of a live version of that sometime. There's loads of questions that they didn't use as well, so I will try and get hopefully Dave Pearson if he can spare the time, because I know he's a very busy chap. But yeah, that would be really, really good if we can get into a live quiz. We'll get everyone involved in doing that. Ooh, we have another commander in a Corvette, likely to blow me the heck up, but hey, I don't care if I overheat. I need to get it a dodge. Commander 301st Crash BX, and I'm jumping the heck out of dodge before he sees me. 102% heat, that's not bad. Stephen, yes, yeah, if they don't go to Hutton Over, you miss out on the free Anaconda. That's, you know, that's unfortunate for the people not going there by mistake anymore. But no, it is kind of funny, like, seeing the odd post come up on the forum and people have just never heard of Hutton before, and then suddenly they've got a mission to go there, and it's like, uh-oh, I know where this post is going. Alaverick, he looked friendly. Well, I gave him a salute, and then quickly backed away. One of the key things of 2.4, which I am glad to start seeing people learning now. I'm seeing these posts on Twitter of people up against the Thargoids, getting hyperdicted, knowing when to run away. It's been a key tenet of the game from the very beginning, and to see people rage quit because they didn't know when to run away, it's like, you've got to know when you can win a battle and when you can't. And when you're in a sidey and there's a fully engineered Corvette on your scanner, you'd run away. The old school green, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I will get it all set up and fixed again at some point. Unfortunately, the frame just won't attach to anything in here, so I need to get some mounting brackets and everything, and set up the light and everything again to get the lighting right. Yeah, I'll get it all sorted. The other advantage of not having the green screen, actually, is, hypothetically speaking, because I'm probably going to suck at this challenge anyway, I could, for a little bit of fun in a minute, we could get the VR going, prance around like a muppet for everyone's enjoyment. More of a muppet than usual, yes, before Toad says that. Do we get to see Mrs. K? She's probably happily watching the TV and ignoring me right now. I am sucking at this challenge. It's about 25 minutes, give or take. No. Sirth, you did some VR today in Elite. It was not bad. I love Elite in VR. It really does sell the perspective of it. I had Shorty was over today, actually, and I know a few of you guys got to meet Shorty finally at the Frontier Expo this time. And yeah, I think she had a great time. She was absolutely taken aback with how fantastic and everyone in the community was. She was really nervous. She was really worried about doing an event like this. She didn't know how it was going to be or anything like that, but she said she had an absolutely fabulous time. Everyone was really lovely, she kept saying to me, so thank you for making me feel so welcome. But yeah, I had her in VR today, and I got to have a look around some of the cockpits of the ship, and she was just blown away at the scale of some of these things. It's absolutely insane. Some nano breakers I can flog as well. So you know, your Orca almost gets to 500 meters per second. Gee whiz. Shoot, what have we got going? We got Dahan we got to get to. I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything else in. I got to get to. Where's that saying? Oh, because I can't... Damn it, I can't collect fish. Because my cargo rack is full. I'm so used to having so much space available on the Corvette that, like... It's like, why is that not accepting? That is one of those things, that's a nice kind of quality of life thing I'd like to see fixed on there. It's like, yeah, you can't accept this mission because you've got, you know, no space to accept the rewards or whatever. Just give me a mission to either decline the rewards and just, you know, clear it anyway, or give me a button for that or something. Where's it gone? Right. Clean out the sentry skimmer. I need to get to Dahan. Right, I think that's... Sod the rest. Let's just go to Dahan. Quick! Quick! That's where we are now. Dahan Gateway. And with the skimmer missions, we're Kerrash Landing. Okay. Woo-hoo! Bounce off the walls on the way out. Come on. I think Shorty had more fun than me, Kasia. I think she did. I think she was absolutely having a whale of a time. Still bouncing from the X. Well, I'm always bouncing. She's always bouncing. You can see the genetic similarity there. Even the guys at Frontier said, she's like, oh my god, she's just like you. I was like, yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, Shorty is not with us. She was here earlier on today. She was looking after the kids for us, but now she's not here anymore. And maybe I can get her to come on camera a bit more now. She's not so shy about it. Laverick, you need to have words with Frontier next year so they don't schedule the expo on the same day as your daughter's birthday. Oh no, Laverick, that's... I know, that's the problem with LaveCon this year, is like right on my son's birthday. It's like, yeah, it's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Making up those family commitments at the same time. Zarno must fight the instinct to take all those donation missions. I know, it's just look at it now and you just think, I just want to rank up, I've got so much cash, I can do it. If we overheat a little bit. Cornish Cracker ED on a console. No, this is one of my alternate accounts. I am taking part in the 1 hour challenge. What is the challenge? Very good. Slaps up on the screen for a second whilst I'm jumping. Yeah, so this was set by Shadragon on the forum, one of the Elite Dangerous ambassadors, and he set this crazy idea of starting your game from scratch, one of the different things, and then here we go. We've got a mission critical message. Let's just read this really quickly. Oh, I think this is yeah, so that's like a follow-on from the starter missions. Yeah, so the idea is, how many credits can you make in an hour from scratch? We're giving it a go. Giving it a go, and I am sucking at it so far. I've got about 20 minutes left to get there, and I'm sucking at this really bad right now. I'm annoyed because I did have a quick go at this earlier on today, and I did it a lot quicker. Not the full hour, but I just had a quick 20 minutes just to see, right, okay, let's clear the account, let's remind myself of the start again and all that kind of stuff, and I made about 160,000 credits in like in 20-30 minutes. There's no problem, and now I'm sucking at it. Oh. I think it's interesting, but I feel rushed. It's like I want to do it as quickly as possible and kind of go through it. Maybe what I'll do afterwards is I will I'll clear again, and I'm doing a loop of correction. There we go. Yeah, it was once we've had one attempt at this, I'll oh, crikey. There's a whole bunch of commanders here. another one. Greetings to you all. I know I'm in a rush, but there's always time to give a friendly salute to the local commanders. Nice to see there are so many, obviously they look like starter Sidewinders new accounts going around in open in the starter system. I think it's just proof again of the fact that the game is definitely popular, and there are people out there wanting to play it, and you know, still to this day going around and finding new players all the time. It's ridiculous kind of. Oh, there you go. There's another one. And someone's just upgraded to an eagle, I think I noticed there. Congratulations to whoever that was. Let me see. Whoop, whoop. Commander, you want Menine. I imagine that's a secondary account, perhaps. For you want mate. Either that or the name they really wanted was already taken. Mission board. Welcome, Commander. Sentry Skimmer. Oh, that's another one in Dahan. If we can just... If I could stack all of these... Sod it, I'm just gonna zip through that now. Where is that? Secure landing, secure landing, secure landing. It's all the same place. Let's get up there. I don't know whether I'm going to get there in time. Damn! The RNGesus is smiling at me now, but it's just too late. It's too late. I think that's the thing. It's like, if you look at it, if you're in a rush to do it, it's kind of it's a different thing. But for someone who is starting a game, there's so many opportunities for making credits so easily, so early. You know, like whoop. Don't want to do that. No, that was bad. Come on. Yes, I know. Trespass. I'm gonna get bloody fucking wrong. Damn it! Son of a. Right. I need to drink more. Those were, as Maverick saying that, those were Freegles. They would be Bogafeagles. Nowhere near as catchy. Oh, you off now, are you, Snowy? Lovely to see you. I'll see you in the void, Commander. Come on. What are we doing? I'm not thinking. That was going to take me a little while, a little longer than 20 minutes to get it. 15 minutes now. Damn! I don't think I can get these done in time. I think I'm going to have to cash these in and leg it. What are we looking at? Oh, that is poor. That is really poor. Yesterday, I think I did, mate. I think I did. Back to square one. I think most of you guys have been here from day one. You can remember my first attempt at landing the Sidewinder when the Coriolis was added into the alpha. Yeah. That was about as successful as that, I think. Beluga passenger competition would be fun to see. That might be doable. Bit of a difference from the old buckyball run there, isn't it? It takes hours of practice to be this bad. Absolutely, Stu Lesher, yes. Oh, come on, Super Cruise seems to take so long when you're rushing yourself. You don't get to appreciate the beauty of space. You just... I had flying skills. Well, you know, I learned from the best Toad. Come on, sure landing. Can we get some skimmers in a few minutes? I don't know whether we can or not. Conflict zones. I'm trying to think of other strategies. I'm thinking that in an hour time frame, mission board is probably the only thing which would kind of be quick enough and big enough rewards I mean, a has-res, yeah, you might be... No, I mean, no has-res. I mean, high-res maybe, and then tagging them, letting the authority ships taking them out. You might be able to get some quick wins on that if you're lucky. You get a couple of anacondas maybe, tag them and let the authority ships finish them off. Rare run, I don't think you'd end up with a high enough jump range to do anything good with a rare run. Because I don't think in an hour you're going to get out of the Sidewinder, to be honest. You're going to be a hard push to do that. Saying that, I've got enough cash now that I could jump into something else. But I think within an hour you can quite easily make enough to get a Cobra or something like that. Bounty hunting with a friend. Yeah, Toad, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. That's probably the quickest, easiest way of doing it. And to be fair, Shadowdragon has kind of said in the post that, you know, there is no limit to what mechanics you want to do it. So yeah, I suppose you could jump into multi-crew and have someone in a ridiculously large ship just basically win all the credits for you, but it kind of feels like cheating. Like I said, I'm not doing it to win anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I got about 10 minutes left. I don't think I'm going to get any more in 10 minutes. Total assets cash, yeah. So I don't think it matters if I did upgrade to another ship. But I'm just thinking, I don't think I'd be able to get to another ship, fit it out, and do anything much useful with it within an hour, to be honest. And really, I don't think that's the way anyone should look at it anyway. That if you're doing, you know, you're starting off like this, then really you should stick with the Sidewinder as long as you can, and upgrade it, get it all tweaked out. You know, get all the upgrades on it that you can before moving on to something else. I don't need to land exactly on Kerrash Landing, but I need to get somewhere close. 15G. That percent. If you did get out the side, you would spend all the profit. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we just covered that. Timber said you could fly to Hut Norgo, get your free anaconda, and sell that to make money. Yeah. The trouble is, it would take me longer to get there than the challenge. Oh, I love Hutton. It's brilliant. You know, just for shiggles, I think I'm gonna have to set up something one day where I have the we'll have the Frontier on the Amiga running in one window next to this, and we're kind of side by side. I'll try and get to Hutton Orbital and go into Frontier and get to Proxima there in Frontier. That'd be great. Rhaegar, back to multi-crew! Yes, nice to see you, Commander. We'll see you in the void. Right, so it is over there somewhere, so I can't really go that way, because I'm going to be picking up the signals from that. I can see a couple over here. Trouble is, I'm going to have to cash these in. I don't think in 10 minutes I'm going to be able to get them, cash them in. Oh, we've got a couple of resources over here. Just 3. That's all I need. 3 skimmers. Oh, come on. Oh, am I picking up a high source, or is that my ship boosting away? No, there's a high source over here. Just one thing. I'll be very interested in what I'll do before I reset, actually, is I'll just tot up if I did catch these in. You know, in just over an hour, what someone could make if they were absolutely putting their foot down with a brand new account. It's still incredibly fun to do this. Come on, come on. We're like 9 minutes. No way in heck am I going to be able to get these, kill them. Because the problem is I have to cash the damn things in. Which is a real pain in the backside. I wish with these, because I don't see any reason why. It's like, if you've taken out the sentry skimmers, you've taken them out. You know, do we have to really go back to the original mission giver sort of thing? It would be nice if there was, I think you're following on from what we said about like the materials broker. There we go. I like the idea of perhaps a mission broker that for certain missions that don't require you to be back at a given location, you could just, you know, confirm that you completed that particular thing at any available starboard or something like that. All nice quality of life things that might possibly be a thing, possibly... Oh, it's the wrong kind of signal. So I think I am done with this attempt. I think I am. Yeah. Damn thing. Doubt very much I'm going to find another source now. But hey, let's have a quick look. What are we coming up to? 948, I think. 1948, sorry. I think it was 1955 I said, roughly, give or take, wasn't it? Hutton is a little easier in front of it. It is Zarnil, yeah. You can just put the old Star Dreamer on and be done with it. And just get there in no time at all. What have we got? Oh, tin! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Grade 4 mat on the first attempt. Ah, and I'm an idiot. I didn't cash in my... have I got time to do that? I don't think I've got time to do that. I could have cashed in some of the exploration data as well. That would have been a few extra 1,000 credits. Let's have a look at this. What is this? My assets are woefully low. Current assets, yeah, it's about the same as credits. My Sidewinder is worth diddly squat. It's entirely rented. 147,730 credits. Maybe enough for an... Can I get a Cobra with that? I might be able to get a Cobra with that. An Eagle I could get. I can get a Hauler. Or better still, I can keep this awesome little Sidewinder and I can kit her out with some cool stuff. If she wants to land, I mean, hello. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Board ship. Shan! Greetings, Commander. This is an auto count. I will admit, hands down, yes. I did clear the save on it and set myself up for this challenge. And I'll put it in the chat. There we go. Paul Archer, greetings, Commander. Woeful first attempt, but oh damn, 3 metal works. Wind it back just to check. I'll check before I post up in that thread. If I do get here in 5 minutes and manage to make a little bit more, then come on. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Hey. That can offers very reasonable rates for new savers. Well, that's interesting, actually. That's like we were just saying. That is something that could be done. You could hop people into multi-crew and give them a little friendly boost. MJ Cooper, not how long to go? I think it should be about 2-3 minutes, maybe. 1955, I think, give or take. I don't think I'm going to get there in time, but... Tense. Yeah. BPM's definitely up. Subsonic, greetings, Commander. Oh, getting a rift tomorrow. Oh, you will not be disappointed, my friend. I have my lovely... I love the fact you can see the IR LEDs when it's on webcam. Forget your googly eyes. The Rift is proven to be 150% more fun with googly eyes on. And by that I mean more fun for other people to watch you prance around like a muppet with googly eyes on. It is really, really awesome. I mean, if you just, you know, for Elite, it's fantastic. It really is one of the perfect experiences for it. Yeah, the other games you get in VR are absolutely fantastic. I mean, Robo Recall sold the Rift controllers to me. These little touch controllers. They don't look much, but they are just so intuitive. They're absolutely fantastic. Oh, got a couple of new commanders here as well. It's Mark Watney. Space pirate extraordinaire. There we go. Right, go, 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 go. Come on. Oh, I'm not far enough away to side it. Damn. That could have been extra 6 grand. Never mind. Never mind. I think that's it. I think I am not going to get any more than that. Just shy of 150,000 credits. That is a poor first attempt. Poor. I am disappointed at that. I thought I was going to do a little better than that. But never mind. Look at this, is that 147,730 credits. Whew, whew. Oh, it's a crazy challenge, yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and I'll post up the video later on for Shadragon on there just to set it up in the scoreboard. Crazy, crazy. Shan, Google Earth is in VR. Yeah, it is, and it is really, really great fun just zooming in. Rushing around places and kind of seeing all the sights that you can see in it. Pretty good fun. Yeah, and see the point is, Stu, it's like you can't see the great thing with Google VR is you can just kind of do the Superman thing. You can whoosh, and you can just like take off and go somewhere else. You know, you can't do that outside. You know, I've tried. It just doesn't work. You know, people just look at you funny. Subsonic, really looking forward to Elite 2018. Yes, Elite Beyond, going to be awesome. Hopefully more Crash streams. Yes, I want to try and do it more frequently. I'm going to try and do more things. It's just a case of as and when. As you can see, I've lost the streaming room at the moment. We're trying to decorate it all. Like I'm trying to get back into it, but it's yeah, tricky. Life is getting in the way. Let's have a quick look at the things. 170,000 if I manage to do that one. 170,000 that one. 112 on that one. So if I managed to get those 3 spawning in one location, I could have easily got a third of 1,000,000 credits, I think, in one set of missions there. Because obviously the skimmers stack. Each one of the contacts just want you to kill 3. They don't care if you're killing 3 for them, and then someone else you're killing 3 for them as well. It all stacks. Makes sense, I suppose, you know. So if I did those, damn, I would have 500,000, but not enough time. RNG system's not smiling at me. So I think we'll leave it at that. I think I've hit the deadline on it. We will clear it again. Zorno, it was fun to watch. Well, thank you. I thought it'd be a good laugh. And you learned something. I'd be interested to know what you learned, Zorno. What did I do that was not obvious? I'm going to go ahead and we'll clear that now. What were some of the other suggestions? Oh, I'm going to have to... the chat is saved anyway. See, you're not got a streaming room, you have a streaming notes. Oh, you picked up a cold. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Hopefully that will clear up soon. You've been doing the skimmer missions wrong. Oh, is that because not stacking them, or Crash Bandicoot? That was one of them. Yeah. There we go. And I'll do it from the thing, because also you've got the Horizon Sidewinder that gives you the SRB and everything all in it. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just do the I'll do this one. I'll need a ship name as well. Let me going for the locations. Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, that was something that I did wrong when I started taking the skimmer missions as well. I was going to the locations. I was trying to kill the skimmers right next to locations, which usually had heavy fortifications, and there'd be guns as well, particularly on the +3 locations and stuff like that. And I was making that very same mistake, and I was thinking, this is impossible. You can't do these missions, and some of them are rated like mostly harmless level missions and things. I was thinking, how is anyone supposed to do these things? It's impossible. It's really, And then I realized, I was like, well, this just needs to be within the jurisdiction of the location they're giving you. So I thought, oh, brilliant. Right, okay, that'll look for the signal sources. And then away you go. Brilliant. And you do occasionally get the not signal sources, but on the wave scanner, you get the locations with the skimmers, and they are they're clean. They're not wanted in that jurisdiction. You can technically destroy those and still tick them up on the mission, but I'm a bit of a stickler for it. I kind of go and I look for another source. If there's clean skimmers there, I consider them to be, they belong to that base. They're okay. They're within their jurisdiction. And I leave them be. I don't attack them. I'll go off and I'll find other wanted skimmers in the location. Fantastic way to just make money as well. It's just really, really easy. Ship name Twinkie 2. Quick and dirty, yeah. Talagarf, greetings, Commander. So you've just missed my first attempt at this this crazy challenge which was laid forth on the forum. Reset your account and start from the starting Sidewinder. 1,000 credits. How much can you do in 1 hour? And I managed to hit just shy of 150,000 credits, which I think is pretty poor. I think you could do a lot better. I think you could easily make 500,000 credits if the circumstances were right. But RNG's was not smiling at me tonight. Binky, oh damn, I will rename her. But what we're going to do now, wait, let's relax a little. Let's bring it back down. Whew. No, MJ, I'm not going to do it again right now. I will do it again at some point. I'm not going to redo right away right now. I think I need time for my heart rate to come back down a little bit. That got quite intense. Telegraph, it is an alt account. Don't worry, I'm not completely crazy. I've not lost it. It is an alt account. But yeah, I'm gonna just go through some of the starter stuff again, because I missed all this really. Here we go. Delivered to Ackerman Market in the Aerovate system. So that's what I missed. Yeah. Mission giver. The Allied Force an Academy for the Noviate pilots. There we go. So that follows on from this. I tell you what we should do actually. We'll take a step back in time. Am I in solo play? I didn't mean to go to solo play. It's gonna do open. There we go. Training missions. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the training missions because I love these things with the voiceovers and stuff.
Anybody in there? Hey, pilot, do you read me? You look like you got yourself in a fix. Your ship's so dead in the water, I almost took it on one of these asteroids.
You possibly could make a million.
Launch a repair drone.
As you could see from those SRB things I had queued up on there, that I could have made 500,000 if I could got those cashed in. Oh no, did Human reset his account, did he? Oh my god. Got it.
Okay, your power's back up and running. Some control systems are still offline, but you should have basic drive functionality now. You might want to check that your throttle's still working. Go ahead and set your throttle, Commander. Well, that's a result. We might just get this rust bucket space worthy.
Hostage mission. Yeah, I do like the hostage missions. They're quite fun.
Lucky I had these
You do kind of have to have the equipment, though, don't you? You have to get the hatch breaker to be effective at them, really.
Your attitude control should now be active. See if you can pitch your ship up and down. Give it a go.
Stephen Usher, yeah, I reckon a lot of the original commanders from the Alpha and things like that have probably not seen any of these
Spin your ship
missions.
on its central axis using your roll controls. Good job, Commander. One final axis of control and you should be good to go.
Shan, what's that? You reckon you can get a new commander to 3 to 5 million in an hour by tagging ships and hazard? That was one of the other things I suggested just before you came in. Yeah, it was that would probably be an effective way of doing it. Actually, getting the not a haz res. Is it high res? Because you need authority ships to finish them off for you, wouldn't you? So you need a high res or something like that. Find a couple of anacondas with the the odd 100, 200,000 bounty sort of
good
one.
time to introduce myself. My name's Blaine. I'm something of a freelancer in these parts. You know, this could be a lucky break for both of us. I've been looking for a business partner. Someone to help me with potentially lucrative ventures. And you need someone to take
Yeah, Telegraph, there's something really annoying going on with the way that OBS is capturing the sound. I don't think it's just the game sound as well. I think it's the microphone, it's everything. I think it's something to do with the way it's encoding the sound. It's just skipping a frame every now and then. It's
I'll see you at the
really
outpost,
annoying.
Commander.
Oh, I can't boost. Don't let me boost. Yeah, Blaine, I'd love to see more kind of follow-on stuff from Blaine, you know, like maybe once you've done the training missions and you get into that first outpost, like Terthic Dock, when you start off, to have Blaine just kind of a couple little things like, oh, you made it back to the dock. Because obviously you have this here. Whoa. There we go. Back to the training missions. So yeah, so you have the basic things there where she kind of talks you through, Blaine kind of gives you all those bits and pieces like that. What I would love to see, maybe coming up in Beyond would be really, really nice, is once you've done those missions and it's kind of set you to those, how to do the basics and stuff like that, that when you go into the game, maybe just have one or two little audio clips that come in along with these missions that come into your inbox with Blaine say something, so I see you've managed to fix up that old Sidewinder, you know, kind of just draw you in for that, so the training is not so much of a leap to the main game. That would be really nice. Was it Stephen Usher? Funny, during the Kickstarter you suggested the sort of starter training stuff, but starting in the scrapyard, shot down because it wasn't elite. Yeah, it's that tricky kind of transition. So a lot of people kind of have a very strong opinion of how the game should be, and it must have this and it must have that. And I remember some people talking about the idea of like, oh, you can be, you have to do really basic menial jobs before you even get your ship and stuff like that. And they're all crazy ideas, some of these, and it would be nice if it all worked. But if anyone has done Star Citizen tutorials, these are now so much better. Weren't the tutorials removed from the current version of Star Citizen? Because I remember there was like a docking and takeoff one that I remember doing like 2.1 or something like that, and now in the current 2. What are they on? I don't know, 2.3, 2.6. I can't remember. But in the current version, it's like you can't do that anymore. I don't know why they removed it. Shared high score table so people can compete for the top spot. Yes. Janitor Sim for the win. Now, as much as it would be nice for cleaning up scrap metal on the Hutton Orbital to, gather enough to buy some mugs and sell those rare mugs so that you can buy your first ID, whilst that sounds interesting, it's not really a space game, is it? I think that's where you gotta look at it. Anarchy Online. I've not seen the starter tutorials for that. I should have to try that. I should have to go check it out. So here we go. Dear Crash Bandicoot, on behalf of the LHS 3447 Academy for Noviate Pirates Trust, we are pleased to acknowledge your receipt of your new starship. Well, thank you very much, Commander. Yes. She's a little beaten up. A bit of duct tape here and there, but she's still good. As well as the ship, we're authorized to provide you with the first mission opportunity, which can earn you 10,000 credits. Claim this bonus. We should travel to Erebit and speak to our contact. Fair enough. And it even tells you what to do. Simply select launch. Make sure you raise your landing gear. Take it slow and steady. Keep an eye open for other ships as you move away from your landing pad. See, it tells you. It's all there. People are in too much of a damn rush these days. They don't read what's in front of them. I think that's where a lot of the problems come in. Right. And I forgot to do it again, aren't I? So I'm going to have to do the... there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Did Frontier Elite 2 have a last will and testament? Didn't Frontier Elite 2 have a last will and testament the player receive? One sec, hang on. Let me put my scoop up because we won't be doing that. We have it. Manual. Mission critical message can wait just 1 second, computer. Hang on. There we go. There! You're right, Chan. In the manual. Last will and testament. As a surviving descendant of the late Commander Peter Jameson. Yes, there we go. Basically, that was your instructions to the start of the game. You have an eagle, go. That was pretty much it. Dirty, greetings, Retmark, greetings, Commander. Yes. So there you go, Telegraph. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was written in the manual. It had a quick script. I can read through it really quickly, actually, before we head underway. I need to set a route to Erevate. You know, this has really got me tempted to kind of come back to some of these old systems and build up my rep just for the fun of it now on my main account. I think I will do that. So let's get going. What was that mission critical message? I'll look at this one. Hello again, Crash Bandicoot. Now you've departed the station. You have to head over to Erevate. See that? How people can say the game does not help, you know, like handhold of it. It's right there. I think what it is people expect it to be kind of like audio or cutscenes or right in your face. Like, you know, this is kind of what people have come to expect now. You're playing like first-person games and a lot of games in general these days. People just look at these things and expect the games to just throw it at you. Just press W to walk forward, you know, sort of thing. But it's there, you know, if you take the time to actually read it. And I admit, I'm guilty of this kind of thing, like particularly like World of Warcraft and those kind of games when I first started playing them. Absolutely just did not bother reading the quest text. So just like accept, and then I get 5 seconds down the road and it's like, kill 5 what was it? Maybe it's just a human thing. Ah, yes, Shan, yeah, I was thinking that when I saw the name pop over. One does not simply jump into Morgoth. Absolutely. Here we go. This is from... ooh, this would be a good trivia question to go on from what I said earlier on. Who can remember the name of the solicitors mentioned in this manual? No cheating. Not allowed to get your manuals out. Here we go. So, a letter from your... I don't know, is he your great-grandfather? I forget what relation you were to him in Frontier Elite. A way of life that is very different to the dull, planet-pound existence you've probably led up to now. It is a way of life that I loved and I want you to experience. Fantastic. Yep, pretty much no instructions what to do. Each of you, of course he had lots of descendants, lots of children and grandchildren. Each of you will receive a Eagle long-range fighter and 100 credits. I was shortchanged back then, I suppose inflation and all that. The ship has been delivered to your local starport and the documents have been closed with this letter. Above all, enjoy yourself and be wary. Fantastic. So, absolutely... no instruction of what to do other than this giant thick manual. Elaborate. Go and kill 5 of everything until the quest completes. Yes, that's usually what I ended up doing, and then realizing I was killing the wrong things halfway through. Here we go. The wreckage of his ship was found in the request system on the 11th of November, 3199. Presumed killed in combat after a misunderstanding over some stolen goods. Oops. Funny, his last will and testament was prepared on the 3rd of February of that year, so did he know something was coming? That's it, Shan. Shan. I hope you didn't cheat, Shan. Yes, it was Sue, Cripple, and Sneer. There you go. There you go. Gilsoy, it's good to see you again, my friend. Thank you very much. Right, we were just reading this on it. Check your navigation panel to the left of your cockpit. You can plot a hyperspace from there. You can also find Transactions tab, which lists any open missions you have, including this one. See, it's all there for you to read if you aren't a lazy millennial. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that now. Google will ban my video now. Go through the stories of life on the frontier next. Story time with Kerrash. See, I was very tempted to find all of the locations on the star map that existed in Dangerous and have like a whistle-stop tour. Mission critical message. Hello again, Crash Bandicoot. You claim your 10th is incredible. Dock at Ackerman Market. Speak to our contact. Follow the highlighted target on your HUD, return to normal space. See, it tells you how to do everything. It's all there. And there's interesting stuff to find in this system as well. Unregistered comm beacon there. Ackerman Market. Nice and easy because it's got the little mission icon on there. So, the other thing I found out earlier on this week as well is some people don't even realize that the launcher has a manual button. And I'm gonna pop this up on the screen just to prove a point. There we go. Right there! Manual! Click the manual button. It takes you to the live PDF, which, yes, it has been updated for 2.4. It's up to date. It's a living document. And it's there. It's available. There you go. Player's Guide, version 2.4, right there on the front. I'm about to... Oh, I can hear the FSD struggling as I go into the gravity well. Shanna is it. Elite 2 is the first game I stayed up 24 hours in one go playing, and Mrs. Shanna was not amused. Do you know what, my friend? I think Elite 2 was probably one of the first games I did something crazy like that to as well. Countless hours of my youth playing Elite 2 on the Amiga. I wouldn't like to guess whether I played Elite Dangerous more than Elite 2. I don't know. It's probably on a par. Zarno, the manual button is fairly well hidden, and the manual does have some things in there that aren't documented elsewhere. Yeah, I agree with you there, Zarno. I think it definitely needs to be something which is more front and center for people, absolutely, because it's not apparent. You know, it's like a little tiny button in the top corner there. It needs to be something like one of these tabs here, particularly for like new logins, new account, to just flash something up that first time. That click here for the manual. And then if you don't read it, you've only got yourself to blame. But yeah, it's one of those things. A lot of people just don't bother with manuals these days. I mean, I remember, I might have some more manual examples. If you pardon the pun. Oh, here's a manual. Here's a good one. Look at that. Civ 4. Look at that. Look at the size of that. That's a manual. That's a manual. Almost 300 pages. Ackerman Market. A little tip for private players. There we go. Submit to randomized security scans on approach. Loads of little things there, I think. If you actually sit and listen to it, there's loads of little tips and things which are just being thrown at you. It's hard to pick them all up, though, I will admit that. Ultra Zippy, if you did a 24-hour session on your Frontier on the Amiga would have given up before you. Yeah, that's the only trouble, isn't it? Is the the hardware was. My PSU on the Amiga snuffed it pretty soon. Ooh, look at that. Was that an eagle front and eagle behind? Oh no, a Viper. Someone's managed to upgrade to a Viper. Oh, we've got 3 commanders in here. I'm shocked that, you know, even though the sheer size and scale of space, and I've just seen dozens of brand new commanders just around on there. But hey, if you listen to the naysayers, obviously the game is dying and no one plays it anymore. Yeah, right, okay. And that just cost me 25 credits. See, I wonder what would happen if you didn't have... If you didn't have any credits at all, you couldn't do that. Because it might get a little bit tricky. See, yes, I did know your PSU died on the Amiga, and I was gutted. Hang on. Oh, I've missed a couple of bits. Civilization 5, 12-hour and a 9-hour original play. I missed what you were talking about there. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. Zorno, have you still got the Tech Tree poster for Civ? Possibly. Might not be in that drawer though. It might still be in the DVD case, which is in the garage. But I think I've still got it. You off to play some PUBG? All right, Sireth. See you in the void, Commando. Falcon for the manual, you could have knocked yourself out if you read it in bed. Yeah, some of the old game manuals were absolutely insane. They were just massive. They're huge, but they needed to be because they were so in depth. You know, some of the old games had so much in there. Oh, sorry. Civ 5 you play for 12 hours and over 9 hours of Elite at UCL. What's that Ultra Civ? There are over 7,500 people on Steam in the game right now, and it's not even time at the bar. Yeah, and see, this is the thing. A lot of people, they look at Steam numbers, they think that's a be-all and end-all. I'm not putting it down at all, I think, but it's just one of those important things to remember that, you know, people look at Steam numbers on games, and there's this kind of expectation that that's the whole world, that's it. But a lot of games out there now, they still use their own launchers, much like Elite does and stuff, so that's only just skimming the surface. I can say for that there are a lot more than 7,500 people playing the game right now. A lot more than that. Help the Roman massacre the kill pilots. I'm seeing if we can get that mission to pop up again, because we had that trade mission, didn't we? Missing it now. I did see it pop up, but I guess it depends on... There we go. Welcome, Commander. There are 4 mentors available to give you further instruction if you wish to learn a trade. Aha, there we go. So that's what it did. It automatically triggered it, and I wasn't paying any attention. Right, okay. So, if you want to learn about trade, you visit Erevate, Cleve Hub. For combat, go to Apoyota Flint Station, and if you want to know more about exploration, travel to Pot Riti, Twan Orbital. Or for planet surface missions, go to Kini, the Kadanyuk Orbital. May I say it's a pleasure making your acquaintance, and good luck. I will leave that mission in there because that is a damn good one to have on there. So where do we go to? Planet surface missions. More about expert. Let's go to Potriti. Let's do that one because I am an explorer at heart. So let's see if we can reach that one. We certainly can. I'm going to be lazy and get the map data instead of going to the nav point because, hey, that's just me. Was it? Oh, crikey, what was it? Twan Orbital. I'm pretty sure it was Twan Orbital. Tuin. Yes. Tuan. And do we have anything we can take there whilst we're at it? No destinations to Potriti. Might as well check the bulletin board. Nope, 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 nope. But we are agricultural, and they are... What is productivity? Let's have a look, let's have a look. What is it? It is... extraction. So they are probably going to want some food or something imported. We've got trade data. Oh, they've got no commodities market on that particular station. Damn it! So I can't make some extra cash on the side. Nah. Yeah. But it's worth checking. It's worth checking. Sure, if you say Aerovate sounds like it's been a target. Aerovate. Civ 5 has that just one more turn problem. Yeah, I think that's a common thing in a lot of games, isn't it, really? For me, it's just, you know, just one more hyper jump. Just one more. Give the old salute to all the commanders there. Empty hold is an empty head. Yeah, yeah. I know. I felt wrong taking off without any cargo, but I think you get 4. Yeah, you get 4 tons on this. This particular, but obviously with the SRV for the Horizons build, you can't trade as much. Sacrifices, trade-offs. Ultra Zippy, did you get prescription lenses for your retrofit glasses were uncomfortable? I am very lucky in the fact I don't need these particularly badly. They're very, very low magnification, so I can play the Rift without them. And I do find that the Rift kind of has a little bit of correction in the way that it focuses anyway, so I feel more comfortable looking at pictures long term in the Rift than I do looking at monitor anyways. I've been thinking about a couple of... Oh, you got them for the Vive, did you, Shan? Yeah, I've been thinking about a couple of modifications for the Rift, actually, to have like a better surround and things like that. Twan Orbital. I'm gutted I've honestly not seen these things before, so I'm kind of keen to know where they go to. Obviously, we saw the trade mission pop up, the new player trade mission, because I accidentally went to Aerovate without reading the text or following the thread there. And I think that's the frustrating thing for Frontier, is they set up these things to kind of lead the breadcrumbs, to give you the information that you need to do it. And even though it's pretty much there in big block capital letters for everyone to read, that people still don't read it. And then worse still, they don't read it and then they go and complain that it doesn't do the thing that it is very much doing. So it adjusted the FOV. You're not worried about damaging it. Yeah, that is the trouble with trying to wear glasses with them. They do tend to get in the way, don't they? The new Samsung HMD is... Yeah, it does look pretty good, actually. Wonder if the Galnet audio would include mission text. That is a very good question, Chan. That sounds like something we should throw up on the forum and get an answer to that. I'll try and ask around and see whether that's something that's been considered. It would be nice to have like a little button, like where we have the little delete button there, to have a button which is like read text. That would be really, really good, actually. I don't see why you couldn't do it. Just squeezing it into the HUD button there. But definitely having the Galnet read out in audio so that you can keep abreast of the current going-ons in the galaxy, I think would be really, really good. It's one of those things trying to encourage players to group together and you know, cluster in one location of space for one purpose, because there's lots of little stories happening all over the place, and I think that's sometimes the problem. Is it's kind of the blessing and the curse of Elite, is it's so big, it's so vast, that everyone is so spread out, so everyone's got this impression that, oh look, speaking of which, another commander. Greetings, Commander. Another new player to the game there. But yeah, I mean, typically everyone is so spread up. It's only when you go to starter locations like this that you see people everywhere. Then everyone's like, oh, there's no one around, there's no one playing. And it's like, there are thousands of people playing. It's just space is so huge, you don't see them. And this is the thing that Frontier try to do with the community goals, to try and get people in location, to get them involved, get them playing together in the same place. If you wanted to answer Don't Answer 4 and you get 10,000 answers, yeah, and 9,999 incorrect ones. Assuming you can get the devs to answer. Where is this mission? Assassinate the deserter. 1,000 credits. Francesco Zamboni. Oh, that is odd. Where is this mission then? I thought this mission was supposed to... Yeah, Tuan Orbital, yeah. If you want to know more about expression, which I have. Was it supposed to spawn in the thingy up there? I don't know. He's like, what the heck? Totally confused the poor person. Sorry about that. What's that? You like to do multiple news feeds as you got in Frontier first encounters. Yeah, I mean, there's kind of bits and pieces in Galnet at the moment, isn't there? But like I said, it's hidden away. It's out in another view. And you know, you don't get some of this stuff, but you know, to have some of these like key things happening today, because there are multiple news threads. I mean, this is kind of exactly what First Encounters had, having the news stories, and you can sit and read them. You know, but it's nice to see that that's moving along a little bit. Free sachet of salt, yeah, it's a veritable salt mine, I think. Sodium chloride flows freely. Thargoids continuing to adapt. Fresh reports from the Pleiades have yielded further insights into the Thargoid tactics. Yeah, unfortunately we won't have the over-the-top federal voice going into it, but yeah, it'd be nice to have it read out. I'm keen to understand how it's going to work, you know, whether you can just click one and say read that one out and then go back to doing something else, or whether you can just say just play all from a certain date. I think there's a lot of questions about how that's going to work in terms of interaction, but it'd be nice to have it reading out so you can just continue, because it's been confirmed at least that you can click on it, you can get it playing the audio for the stories, and then you can go off and do things on there. So almost like your own personal audio book whilst you're commuting to work. Frontier First again had a different spin from each of the factions. Yeah, that is true actually. Yeah, there was the kind of like that federal sort of point of view and then the imperial point of view and things like that, which was quite nice. There's a little bit of that in some of the stories, but I think Galnet seems to be a little bit kind of more independent and, you know, doesn't seem to pick sides so much. Clubazite there saying, Laura, what we don't have at the moment is why we don't have at the moment is a quasi-monopoly on the Pilots Federation. Why we don't have them? Oh, because the monopoly is the Pilots Federation has a monopoly on Galnet. Oh, Rhaega's back. Greetings, Rhaega. I know. I do wonder for this challenge whether or not there's anything you could do with power play to make a quick buck. I don't think you could jump around quick enough to get any cash on it. Anyway. Repmock on there. One of the main problems in Galnet is not so much isn't the audio, but the fact that you can't see it whilst flying in Super Cruise. Not sure we can't have it as an overlay in the comms box. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can read it whilst you're flying in Super Cruise. You're just basically completely screwed, yeah, because you can't react to anything. Well, if you get interdicted, you do get pulled back to the cockpit. But yeah, you can't kind of see it like a like the you know, when you bring up the engineers, it pops up like this, and you can still be super cruising in the background. Yeah, to have Galnet like that right now, that would be an improvement over what we got. That would be nice to have that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, having it in audio, I think, is going to solve all of those problems on there. Oops. So Alexa has Galnet reading skills part of your flash briefing. Clamsite breaks your immersion. Yeah, it's one of the, it's like the galaxy map as well. And it's like, I understand why they've done it with the galaxy map, because obviously rendering the whole galaxy map and the background of the game and everything else like that, yeah, that would be just too much for most machines. They would just melt in the process. I think being able to render the system map as like an overlay like that would be a nice thing, so you could still see things going on in the background whilst you're kind of in the current system, kind of making your decision about where you want to go. Again, it's one of those things, it's like, do they spend time on that, or do they spend time on making it into a 3D Ori like they wanted to do for a long time? Probably best off if they did it as an Ori. But yeah, but the problem with the Galaxy map obviously is it's so, you know, trying to render all of that over the top of the game as well, I think might be a little bit too much. Galnet video. So like the news report for Hitchhiker's Guide. Well, I mean, it's one of those things that it could be possible. I mean, when you look at the mission boards and you get the various faces, it would be nice to have the odd little lip sync thing going on there with a couple of little things. Even if it's just like this kind of text you get, maybe without your name in it. But you know, to have these kind of like little greetings to you sort of audio clips coming up and playing from the mission givers and things like that would be a nice little touch. So yeah, it would be nice to have the kind of faces react to you, give them a bit more life, because I think that the thing we've seen in the Commander Chronicles trailer that was done, that little video short, having the commanders speaking and acting really brought it to life. It really showed what they're trying to go for with the game, so that would be really nice to have that layered on at some point. Seabiscuit, squee. Gil, sorry, no, I explained at the start, a little bit of an issue is the fact that I've lost the stream room, we're decorating and everything's a mess at the moment, so yeah, I've got nowhere to put the green screen up. I'm trying to get a something set up so I can put the green screen in properly, but I'm basically dumped out of the way at the moment. Elaborate wants some FMV. Oh Lord, no, not the first encounter is FMV. No, that's cringe. I'm sorry. No. Oh, but MSB is here. Greetings, Commander. Yeah, no, I mean, just the odd little thing, I think, just to breathe a bit more life into the characters. Obviously, they're all there in 3D. They're all being rendered behind the scenes to make these little images. So it'd be nice to, even if they just got a bit of an idle animation, kind of doing the annoying NPC sighing and tutting at you whilst they're waiting for you to make your decision, sort of thing. That would be nice. That would be a nice thing. Does Crash need a personal brain care specialist? Well, there's definitely something wrong with me. As I reset, look at my balance. Look at this. Look at that. All my credits gone. No, this is an alternate account, so don't worry. Oh, you've been your way. Eds38 just got another going. I did hear that. Man. Congratulations. I did see that you managed to do that earlier on. No question yet as to whether or not that is the right thing to be doing, but hey, if that's what you want to be doing, then you go ahead. Have we got any systems which I have not... Ooh, look at this one. Unexplored. What is it? Do we have enough money for a fuel scoop? That's a bit... Oh, we don't have an outfitting in here. Pretty sure they had outfitting there, didn't they? Did they? No, docking. Commodities, refuel, no, none of the above. Odd gun depot, outfitting. There we go. Pop down surface side. Get a fuel scoop. Jester saying there, you want the NPCs to do the crash dance while you're reading it. Video evidence of the crash dance. No, trying to get the shorty to do anything. That's now impossible. Ooh, I did read that these have been updated actually. Quick nose at these. Yeah, they had a little bit of a tweak, haven't they? Definitely. 42. Stay clear. Yeah, they've definitely had a bit of a tweak, these things, haven't they? Love the details in these things, considering the sheer scale of it. Oh, another commander. It's fantastic. I love seeing people. It's great. It really is great. Oh, sorry, Columbus Light. Problem with Galnet is almost the same as the map in Far Cry. Far Cry had a map with your character brought up in his hand. Proper immersion. Far Cry 3 had it in a menu and it's totally separate, so no immersion at all. But the Galaxy might find, okay, it's just too complex to float in front of your commander. Some kind of better transition would be nice. Yeah, it's that kind of... There's pros and cons for having it either way. When it would be lovely to have it... I mean, particularly for people in VR as well. Oh, look, 2 other commanders. Someone's upgraded to a Hauler there. We've got someone in a Cobra already. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, for me, particularly in VR, it would be smegging awesome if the Galman would just come up right here in front of you as a kind of like a sphere, like semi-transparent frosted view or something like that, and you could scooch it around and stuff like that. It'd be even better if I could use these things and just grab it and spin it around and all that sort of stuff. That would be absolutely fabulous. But again, it's one of those things that's a heck of a lot of work. Not only, you know, to get the performance bits we can overlay on top of this graphically whilst everything else is going on in the background, but just the interaction of that is so much development time to get that in place. And I'm just thinking, as nice as that would be, I think there are a lot better things that the guys can spend their time on building, to be honest. But it would be absolutely fantastic. I would love it. It would look awesome as well. You could just sit there in your cockpit spinning the galaxy around to find it. It's like, where am I route plotting to, you know? Yeah, some kind of transition coming down from the top as well. That would be. That's what it does. It just fades to black at the moment, and you're there in the galaxy map. I know it is particularly jarring, particularly for players in the Rift as well, because I've tried it in the Rift, and it's definitely a lot better now using the maps in VR, but it is still a little bit clunky. It doesn't work perfectly. Oh, 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 oh. 60 meters, 60 meters. I didn't notice the 1.35 Gs until I... There we go. A G gets me every time. It certainly does, Armas. It certainly does. Very nearly. 60 meters from the ground. I love the fact that you can still do the same tricks that you can do in first encounters and Elite 2 as well. Like your main thrusters have got more acceleration, so if you tilt the back end down, you can get that real like suicide burn moment in it. Whoosh, slow it right down. Can I even afford a fuel scoop? That is the question. Do they have a fuel scoop? Oh, they got the Dixie Cup fuel scoop. That'll keep me going for like never. I don't think I can afford the other ones, can I? I can't. Oh, I can't get used to having zero money. They've got them. I just don't have the credits. Oops. Should give me a little bit better jump range. Boost is your friend if you're about to pancake on the surface. Yes. Been there, done that. That is your saving grace. That's one of the good reasons why to like never have the to never have your landing gear out before you approach the surface. You know, you come to a complete stop as you're approaching the surface. Leave your landing gear in, so that if you do have to make an emergency boost maneuver, you might just save yourself. If you've got your landing gear down, you're not going to be able to boost. So yeah, don't extend your landing gear until you're pretty much over the pad. Too far behind the horizon. Feel sorry for people with Explorer condos that can't boost. See, that's... Yeah, well, yeah, Clumper's like, it depends on how you kit it out, don't you? That's the trouble where people just go for full-on jump range, nothing else, and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of missing the point of exploration, really, is you kind of... You need to be prepared for any eventuality. I think that's more in the spirit of exploration, rather than just being able to make massive jumps and reach locations that no one else can get to and stuff like that. Yeah, that is part of the reason why it's fun, able to get to places like that. But for me, it's being prepared for these situations, having the AFMU so you can repair yourself, having the repair limpets maybe so that you can patch up things in an emergency, all that kind of stuff. I think for me, that's much more like fun. You know, that's really what the exploration feels like it should be. That's why I love my little Sidewinder. My little Twinkie has kind of got everything in the kitchen sink kind of ready to do any kind of gameplay I want to do. Oh, I reset everything again, didn't I? There we go. I've not done any exploring for so long. I'm going to have to jump in Bessie and head on out to Beagle Point or something. Long jump ranges there if you need to bridge a gap. That's true, yeah, and you've got the engineering can always give you that little boost that you need. You've got an Eagle Commander Vidar Aaron Johnson. He is lawless in this system. Oh, what have we got? Let's go and have a look. A couple of things to explore. Looks like there's something else over there as well. Of course, I've only got the basic discovery scanner as well, so... Oh, we can use parallax. I've not used parallax to discover things in so long. AFMU doesn't weigh anything, so if you've got the space, it's always a good idea to have it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So maybe not the only reason, but you know what I mean. Just being able to have everything available, I think, is one of those things that I think a lot of people miss with exploration. They just want to go for biggest jump range, biggest jump range. Oh, Shan, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, 2 AFMUs so they can repair each other as well. Something which people miss as well. You might get up between 1.25 a light year or more if you drop the boost. But as long as you're above 65 light years, you don't get... Yeah, I think 65 light years is pretty much enough for you to do anything you want, really, isn't it? I'm really keen to understand how the anomaly and phenomenon mechanic... There's a mouthful. The mechanics are going to work in Elite Dangerous Beyond, because that's something which, like I said, exploration is close to my heart. It's one of my favourite things to do in the game. So seeing how that's going to be improved, that would be really good. I'd like to see something along the lines of kind of leading you down that breadcrumb trail to focus your gameplay in. You come in and you get kind of a anomaly detected or something like that, and you have to kind of figure out whereabouts it is. Stress call? Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? I'm not going to be able to help. There's jack diddly squid I can do it. I haven't got any fuel limpets. It's a threat to. I'm in a basic sidey. I can't find my sunglasses, and it's dark outside. Hit it! So much hype for that. Yeah, I am. I absolutely. I even if it's some of the phenomenon and whoa, it's the fuel one. He needs fuel. Damn. Ooh, we've got contact. What have we got? An Imperial Eagle. Oh, fun. A wing of 4. A Diamondback Scout. 3 Imperial Eagles. Not a chance in heck. In a basic Sidewinder. Are they boosting away? Really? They ran away! Really? Well, sorry, buddy, but I can't repair you. I can't fuel you up. It could see me kill an anaconda and a basic eagle before. Yeah, I've done it before, but. Remember the early days of Cobra with a mid-20 light year jump range all the way to Orion with pre-root planet? Yeah, I remember that. One jump at a time all the way to Sajay. Been there, done that. one prayer for distress call. Ooh, goodies? Does we have goodies? Yeah, to be fair, I was in a wing. I did bring friends, Shan, so. Yeah, Stunash, my alternate persona obviously was not fooling them. My reputation preceded me. They decided to jump away in anticipation. So that's Clump Site saying there, you're exploring around the bubble. California Nebula, yes! I remember doing that. I got first first discovery on a lot of stuff in the California Nebula, and I have not been back there since the beta, I think. Galvanizing alloys, meh. Worn shield emitters, meh. Atypical disrupted ray gecko, ooh. A battered up sidewinder. Lights are on. Ooh, crikey. Not much left of that one. And the cockpit is empty, so no survivors. Yeah, I think in some ways the engineers have spoiled us, really, what's possible. Particularly in terms of jump range. I think a lot of people are got very high expectations of what jump range should be now. But it's the same as like that kind of power creep sort of thing you see in a lot of MMOs, where people like constantly like, I've got more credits, I've got more credits, blah, 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 like people like kind of bubbling up, and then the expectation for rewards gets higher and higher and stuff like that. It's the same for that, really, isn't it? That if you keep allowing people to tweak the things, you just remove all of the limits, and eventually you have players, particularly in the high, like 99th percentile sort of region, not 99th percentile, with 1%. I forget wherever the bell curve ends. The top 1% of commanders out there end up having way over the top engineers, ships, and all that sort of stuff, and it kind of ends up being a little bit problematic. Remove the overcharged power unit mod. Job done. Yeah, it does kind of take away all of the challenge, really, doesn't it? That's why I've got like a G5 power plant mod on my my Corvette, and it's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous because it has so much headroom that I have not even filled it. I've absolutely maxed out the power usage on my Corvette. I've got like absolutely decimated them with the weapons. I've got ridiculously powerful shields that you can do, you know, crazy amounts of damage to before they go in. And the power plant isn't even halfway used. It's insane. Can't delete that one. Whee! Corvette has, what's that, 53 megajoules? How does that translate on the thing? I forget the, hang on. There we go. So you have shield health. Where is the megajoules rating? Is that something you can only see in Coriolis? Your Corvette runs at 38 light years at the moment. Oh, 38 megajoules, right. Oh, okay. 30 megajoules. I forget I know the shield strength on there. Where is it? Shield health, I remember, 52. Oh my goodness. My Corvette is about 100 times that. Yeah, no, that's the shield health. I know that's one factor, but it doesn't go up to megajoules like Shan said there. I'm just wondering how the megajoules is calculated. I think that's a thing which you can only get in outfitting or through Coriolis.io or something like that, isn't it? 9 materials collected. 3 systems visited. 8 light years exploration. How is that? Approximate time played 3 days, 10 hours. That's never right, is it? Or is that total for this account? Ooh, 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 ooh! Parallax! Parallax for the win. Can I see any of these things? Yes! Oh, I miss that feeling. The advanced discovery scanner just spoils people. Yeah, going back to what I said about like the anomaly and phenomenal thing, that's something I hope that you kind of bring some of that back. That you get that slow kind of focusing in and finding a location, finding finding a star system, you know, kind of being able to identify the star systems which are going to be the most likely to have something interesting in. Go into those, finding the planet within that star system which is going to have something fun around it, and then narrowing down to what's the location on the surface where that interesting thing is, and you know, that's something which exploration I think is needed from the start. Oh, what have we got? Is that another satellite there, or was that a signal source? That's a signal source. What have we got? A distress call, which I can likely do nothing with again. I am not equipped. If only I had my big ship. I could call in friends. Isn't the number shown at the bottom of the modules tab? Not megajoules, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure you can only get the megajoules reading from the outfitting screen. Some people calculate shield strength differently, include shields have booster capacity, others include resistance percentage calculations. Basically, shield strength becomes an EP measuring, like 0 to 16 cards. Yeah, exactly. A good pilot will need less shields than an average one. Yeah, exactly. It's just what I think. I mean, people like to do with everything, like gamer score, you know, the credits and things like that. Everyone kind of has a different measure of what they think is important in the game. That's fine for people to have, you know, what they think is important. But I think, you know, like going from the hour challenge that we just did, I think it just shows that it's the most important thing. The important thing for that was a fun challenge. That was it got my heart racing sort of thing. It was like, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I didn't care about how much I was going to make. You know, I could go and make more than that quite easily now that I've got higher up. I don't care about the amount of credits I made. It was, you know, it was a fun challenge. Discovery scanners were implemented as degrees of visibility. Yeah, I get what you mean. So rather than a ping out in all directions, you kind of like a boom, like a sonar, and you have to line up and kind of, you know, look for interesting things in that approximate direction. Yeah, that could be an interesting way of doing it. That'd be good if, like, the anomaly. I'm gonna have to come up with a better name of that. Maybe the phenomaly scanning process. However, that's going to work. If that worked in a similar way, that would be interesting. You know, much like how the surface scan is working now, where it's kind of got to keep it in that cone to reuse some of that mechanic. You know, that you're only going to get anomaly detected if you're actually close enough and you're within that viewing arc. And of course, then those engineer things become a lot more important. It's like, ooh, if I go for the wide angle one, I might pick up more anomalies. But if I go for the long range one, I can pick them up quicker. And, you know, it kind of feeds into a lot of the existing mechanics there, I think. And I think that's the important thing about Beyond. That's where Beyond is heading, is this kind of thing, right? We've got all of these tools laid out now. What can we use them to make really cool gameplay scenarios and situations? And I think that's exactly what Frontier are working towards. And did I not scan the base star? Are any of these landable, actually? Oh, this one's landable. Well, I think that's settled that then. I think that's... Crikey, yes. Because I'm probably going to end up resetting this again, unfortunately. So it does seem like a little waste of time, but I'm enjoying my time. That's a bit that people just keep forgetting, you know. It's like thinking they've got to be rushing, they've got to be making credits, they've got to be achieving something, you know. It's like, no, I'm enjoying myself. And then tomorrow, I'll probably reset it and start again. And all of this would be for naught. Lost like tears in the rain. I love the Sidewinder. still find it just absolutely awe-inspiring. It's like you can just pick any one of these planets and just zip over to. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, look at this planet. It's not entirely beige. It has some blue in it. So that's Stephen saying, which discovery? More than that, the basic discovery scan, the basic scanner only showed the biggest and brightest objects, and the others were more sensitive. Yeah, that would be a nice touch as well. Something a bit more believable in that respect. Well, you could do group exploration before, and it was so much fun. Maybe not when you're pressed to find something when others were solving something, but if you just go looking for volcanism, random ground bases to scan or whatever, it can be so much more fun. And if the game actually supports it via extra mechanics and stuff, it would probably be quite awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities of what they could do with it, particularly with like the whole co-op side of thing. I'd love to see some more love go into what you could do co-op wise. I love this Sidewinder. It's fabulous, isn't it? It's not beige, I know. And you know what? I have actually noticed just recently. You might be able to see some of these little bits and pieces on the ground. There has actually been a tweak to the shader model in 2.4. It does show quite a bit more detail on the surfaces and stuff, which I think it's a nice. It's kind of it's pointing towards that direction of what they're trying to do with 2.4, and I'm really excited to see like the surface detail stuff coming in. I think it's going to be really great. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be good. So group exploration kind of works. Yeah, I've done it, and exactly what you're saying there. They're kind of like dividing up, scanning a system in a wing. I tried to do that. I had some issues with it early on. It may have been all improved since then, but it really is great. I want more of that. Give me more of that, please. More of above. I love space. We all love space. FDev, please give us more space before you give us other things, please. I think that's the way to look at it. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I think there's going to be some really good things coming, and I look forward to it. And I will be doing this challenge again at some point. I don't know when. I'm gonna have another go at it. Maybe I'll do a couple of offline ones, and I'll upload the videos for people to have a look at it when I get a chance. Hopefully a little bit better than less than 150,000 credits next time. But HS, greetings, Commander. Nice to see you there. If you love the Sidewinder so much, toss them in hash, drive there, and work full time for Palin. You'll get 162% optimal multiplier. Goodness, great. Yes, I've got a pretty good multiplayer on my little Twinkie, but I don't think it's that high. I'll have to try it again. Something to consider. But anyway, right. I think that's enough for one evening. We will again. I'll try that challenge. It's been lovely to have you to chat along with, actually, and talk about some of these cool things that are coming. There's more. Lots more to come. But thank you very much. And until next time, Commanders, see you in the void.